Hello everyone, Angelo here, almost filmmaker in LA. Been living in my car for 13 months now. Living in my car, it's like nothing anymore to do it. It's weird. I finally felt the music was annoying me at the gym today. That was nice. That Adam Levine crap. Nothing against him. Hey, if I ever run into him, I'll be nice. But just that whining, anything song that sounds like crying or whining really bothers me. So last few days, few weeks have been a trip, almost like a bad drug trip in a way. And I'm still not totally out of this haze, but I almost don't even want to talk about the symptoms anymore. DPDR, depersonalization, derealization, because I'm like, it's enough. And if things are changing, then I'd rather just talk about that stuff and not deal with that anymore. Still gonna get treatment because obviously I'm pretty susceptible to this thing. If this is the fourth time it happened and I was somehow thinking it never could happen again, I won't drink now. But I'm just trying to work through things, just be normal, work. Still hasn't quite everything worked out yet, but man, I was thinking I don't even want to talk about it. Be disabled, again for like a year or something. It's just strange. It's like every second I don't know what sensation I'm gonna feel, and like sometimes it's like little glimpses of my memories come back, my sensations, things feel a little more vibrant. Then it might dull slightly and go back and forth and ebb and wane. That's why I said it's not worth thinking about. Now, it sort of helped when I was, really feeling troubled, but I don't even like saying that word now because let's not think about that, right? So I was able to work out today, exercise pretty well, whereas a lot of times I've been scared to lately, thinking what else is going to trigger me and dissociate me. I did get my prescriptions finally for medicine, and I want to, but yeah, I don't know about taking them. I mean, some of that stuff's pretty strong, and if I don't need it, like one of the medicines I was getting, it was to help me sleep. Well, let's see how I sleep. And still gonna go to the LGBT center and talk there and talk with a psychiatrist too, I guess. But otherwise, I just want to keep going and see if things, sort of resume for me. I do have things to be excited about. The Tim and Eric mandatory world tour is coming. I'm going to see them at the end of their tour because they're going to be in LA at the Ace Hotel. I think, I forget which month, March. My mom's going to see him February 8th at Lincoln Theater in DC. It's so annoying. I bought her a ticket, and because whatever it was, Ticketmaster or something, it said, only you can use this ticket or whatever. So I called them and said, how do I make sure my ticket's transferred to my mom? And they told me steps. It's like photocopy your ID, write a little statement, sign it saying you give it to her, have a copy of the ticket, something like that. I mailed it all to her. And here's what my mom does. She doesn't open mail right away. She just stuffs it away in piles and piles of envelopes. And now she can't find it. She's like, I don't know where it is, Angelo. And it's been months since I mailed it to her and also told her several times to go get it. And she's like, oh, I'm tired. I can't do it now. And watch, she's not going to do it tonight. She said she'll look for it tonight. She's not going to. And because here's how I also, first of all, she never does when she says she will, but also she said, oh, I'll have more time this weekend to look at it. I'm like, see, she's not even thinking of trying to do it today. Now I do have to drink my tea from the food bank. Can't really see it so well. You can sorta, mountains. Back there it's really nice when it was cloudy earlier. It's amazing. Where'd the clouds go? It just goes away so quickly. The sun was creeping through the clouds to hit the mountains, and so it's like really like contrasty. on the mountains. Yeah, last 3 weeks have been a real, like a bad trip. And, finally shaved. I had that, one of the thickest beards I've ever gotten. I don't think I've ever gone in my life more than like 5 days, maybe at most, without shaving. And I think maybe I was getting right up to that. Good thing about shaving when your beard's that thick, it's so easy to it comes all straight off. It's not like when you shave the next day, like if you shave 2 days in a row, it's like you really have to work to scrape it all and your skin gets cut up and stuff. I was able to shave in the shower at the gym. I didn't even have to look, because I could feel everywhere, where I shaved. Sometimes it can be a little hard, little spots fine, but yeah, still things are a little bit loopy, but I was able to work on set last night on a movie for 2 hours and not freak out. Again, I don't even want to get into my symptoms of what I would have been feeling if I was in my really bad depersonalized state, dissociated. I've already said that story enough. You can look through my channel, find other times I've been, oh man, that's why I can't think about it. It gives me anxiety. I'm choosing to think, weirdly enough. I'm enjoying things a little bit. I was able to play Counter-Strike last night, and it was mostly against bots, but global operations, or is it global offensive? I forget. Global ops, I think. It sucks. There's barely any servers, but Counter-Strike Source still has lots of people playing. So I only play office servers, and I went on one of the office ones. I think they're mostly bots, because I was kicking ass. I literally had 50 kills and no deaths. I'm like, wait, are there any people here? I might have been the only person playing, and the rest were bots. But to give you the contrast, the first time I played it a week ago hurt like hell to play. Hurt like a motherfucker. Second time, a little better. Last night, I could kind of enjoy it. I'm trying to sign up for Medi-Cal. It's the California State Free Health Insurance Program. The thing about it is, well, you have to sign up for everything's a pain. It's like they want forms and stuff, tax forms. I'm like, I don't even feel like pulling that stuff out. I don't want to deal with any of it. If you don't believe that I make very little money, then yeah, you don't want me to have health insurance. But the good thing is, if I get it, I can get hooked up with all kinds of different doctors and stuff, and even just go to general practitioner. That'd be good. Get a physical. I haven't had a physical since I was in Virginia. Get all my blood work done, cholesterol and all that. I'm sure that needs lowering. But yeah, Medi-Cal, the thing is, you have to have under a certain income limit each month. So that's the only thing I got to think about that, because I do have to. Yeah, I mean, I really should. I'm 34, so it's you can't take for granted your health. So I really do want to go to get a physical at some point, as soon as I can. Back when I was in Virginia, and my doctor was nice, I knew him, so he didn't charge me full price for all the lab work and stuff, but it was still I don't even remember, $160, $180, something, to get, it was mostly the blood work thing. It was the big thing. I forget what else he did. Just the regular stuff, check my pulse, blood pressure, and all that. See how I'm doing. But yeah, I'm just trying to allow sensations to come back to me, and it's trippy, man. It's like fucking going through the 2001 Space Odyssey, the not the Starfield, what was it, the wormhole Dave Bowman goes through when he's just reborn. And it's whoa, okay. It actually kind of feels too you remember The Crow, when Eric Draven, he goes to Ernie Hudson's house and he's talking to him. There's a nice little scene, and it's he touches him and he's able to take on his memories or feel his memories more intensely from the person he talks to, and he's all shocked and stuff. That's kind of what it's sometimes. It's whoa, I feel like a human being. I forgot what that was because when you're in that condition, that DPDR, it's you forget what it's like to be anything. And I don't know, maybe I have a really strong case of it. I've heard of people who can function, can do stuff, and then I've heard of other people who are in severe pain because of it, and people like me as well, who become nearly non-functional. And Although we never go insane, feel like I'm going insane. No sugar in this. It's good. I don't trust it though, because it's sweet. And it says no artificial sweetener, but it has erythritol. That's the only thing it has in it, and 5 milligrams of sodium. Oh, citric acid, coffee fruit extract, stevia leaf extract. I knew it. It says no artificial sweeteners on up front. No artificial, but stevia is technically natural. Well, guess what? Poison's natural. Rattlesnake venom's natural. So, I'm glad I didn't just quit and give up like when I was like not even sure I could work on movie sets lately, even go to the LGBT center. I was not even sure if I could go there or wanted to go there. It was tough for me. I think that first time, or maybe that second time, both of them. I only went there 2 times to drive there because it was like 10 or 12 miles in the LA highway, you know. Normally, not a big deal. Like, I just enjoy everything here, even the traffic, but yeah, it was a little scary. It messes with my senses. And even, I wonder if, like, just being in LA, like, is helping, like, aid my recovery. Like, I still do, you know, feel the reality of here in a way. When I'm derealized, I don't feel like anything's real in a way. Like, there's this membrane between me and reality. Take a thumbnail. I took a few pictures for the thumbnail. But yeah, I wonder if it is not, because, man, if I was in Virginia, even my mom, like, was saying, I'm glad you're in LA. I thought she'd be scared that I was getting sick and in LA and, you know, she couldn't help me. But she's like, Angelo, like, there's not much here. Like, she's realizing that now when I tell her about LA and how big it is and everything. She's like, it's miserable, it's cold, it's raining, it's so small, which it is, just like small suburbs. It's like the resources there just aren't the same. Even though, yeah, you do have good hospitals and stuff, but when it comes to like mental health care, it just seems like LA is much more progressive, like much more advanced, and they understand the need for this stuff better. It was hell trying to get treatment in Virginia. And I also just have a lot more support now in a way. It's weird, but it's just trippy. It trips me out. Like, how much free will do we really have? How much do our brains really control what we do, and we just think we control things? But, you know, it's weird feeling like I'm sort of in my right mind again. It's only been a day since I started feeling like, okay, I'm not panicking all the fucking time. So that's something. And, I'm able to sit outside now and freak the hell out. Again, we're not talking about the old symptoms, because those just give anxiety. I would have liked to have filmed this at Hanson Dam, but kind of don't want to drive back there right now, burn more gas and stuff, take more time. I want to get some work done, and I do have some things to look forward to, and shit, gotta stay active. It's weird when I want to sit around sometimes, just take in this feeling, but I can't. I gotta be active and let the stuff sort of reactivate in my brain, I guess. I don't know. I don't like to analyze it too much, because that's a huge problem with me and with DPDR sufferers, analyzing every single new symptom. So yeah, just trying to clear my mind, slow it down, because my internal dialogue gets racing. But that's a great thing about working on movies. You have something to focus and occupy your mind on. And it was a good shoot last night. It was actually at a really cool space. It was at this, it happened to be, I was like, no way. When I showed up, it was at this writers group that I went to before. The big writers group I submitted pages at. They never approved them, but I want to submit more pages there sometime. And actors just get up in front of a big audience and just read the pages and perform them. And that's it. There's no like criticism involved. It's basically like just a place for people to meet and read pages and, you know, entertain and hear other people's screenplays or stage plays, and then just hang out afterwards and talk. It is nice to be somewhere where it's kind of warm and just expansive, open. I got to think in a way that it sort of helps, you know, be in a good place. Okay, so I'm still working on it. Still working on, you know, where I'm headed, getting my bearings oriented. But again, talking about it sucked. Let's just talk about something else for like a minute or two before the video ends. So I don't know. I got to find more work. That's a tricky thing. Still going to the chiropractor for my ribs. It's funny, they were like massaging my ribs a little bit the other day. Man, they got to be careful not to like go to my side. I get so ticklish. I was like having to put my hand over my face not to scream laughing. But they weren't bad about it. Like they avoided that once they knew. But they said like my left side of my ribs was like inflamed or like sticking out a little tense or something. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know you could actually tell by touching it. Been gaining weight. I still got to lose that. And I feel like I've been losing a little bit, but you can see it on my face. Yeah, just trying to stay active now and get re-engaged with things. And the hell else? I don't know. I want to find some. I know there are the dollar theaters around here, or $5 theaters, or whatever. I've never been that successful in finding them. I found one, and I forget what did I see there. Did I see Midsommar, or was it Ad Astra? I saw at it. I can't remember. I think Midsommar. I saw it like a. No, I don't know. I don't remember now. I'm watching a raven or a crow or whatever eat some like plastic, or I don't know what. No, it's not plastic. It's food. I gotta get a haircut. Hair's too long. There it goes. But yeah, I was able to at least work out today, and you know, want to do it again, and just keep doing things, and you know, be connected to film. I got a late start on my day today, but that's partly really a big reason why was because well, I would have gotten a late start anyways, but we were shooting until like 2 in the morning, and we had a hard out where we had to like get all our equipment out right away. It was a real small part of the shoot. It was like just pickups, like little shots that they didn't get on the production before. So that was cool. I got to operate the boom mic on that too. So normally I was assistant directing AD, meaning trying to keep things on schedule and calling out the time and trying to check with makeup and, you know, wardrobe, see, hey, like, can we get whoever in here next and get them out, let us know when they're ready, or, you know, if we only need to shoot them from a certain direction, maybe you don't need to finish their makeup on one side of their face or something, whatever. That never exactly happened, but stuff like that, like, oh, if we're shooting them from the back, you don't, you know, just let us get them for that so they can stand in, and then we'll get the rest later. Or even like certain actors are here this time, one's got to go, one's sitting around, so let's get them together, and then we can, you know, rearrange stuff, and it was all in little sets, little stages. Anyways, all right, everyone. I know the weight's sort of the least of my problems, but you know, I want to lose weight, definitely, be healthy, and yeah, I've been talking to my mom a lot. She's doing pretty well, you know, and I don't know when she'll be able to come to LA. That's going to be, you know, a tricky thing, really tricky thing to work out, just because she's got to take care of the house and stuff. So, yeah, thanks.